Hey, what's going on? This is Power Ground Boxing. We're dedicated to the great sport of boxing. I need you to subscribe right now for another jab of boxing news from around the world, commentary and entertainment. And our focus on this channel is to honor those of the past and the present who have made a positive contribution to this great sport of boxing. This is Quick Jab. And right now we're getting ready to talk about Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis. That's right. Oh my goodness. This is going to be crazy right here. Now, you know Gervonta Tank Davis is getting ready to fight Hector Garcia, right? Now, if he successfully defends and defeats Hector Garcia, he's supposed to be moving on to Ryan Garcia. Now, what's crazy is that Ryan Garcia had already had a fight lined up before he was supposed to be facing Gervonta Tank Davis. So now, now I call Ryan Garcia, he to me is the social media champion. I'm telling you, he has all of the social media belts from Facebook to Instagram, just Twitter. I'm telling you, he is the Facebook and Twitter and social media champion. He garners all of those belts. He's undisputed at social media. You got what I'm saying? So now what we're going to do is we're going to transition to the Twitter weight champion, Ryan Garcia. And this is what he said on Twitter. So then you can see he says, been thinking about it during the time they were figuring out this fight. And I feel for the fans. And I feel the fans and everyone who supports boxing have seen these tune-ups already. It's time that we give the fans what they want. Also, he requested a tune-up, not me. So let him handle business. Let's go. And then he says, fuck a tune-up, bring on Tank. He's sparking him out in 2 rounds. You got what I'm saying? You're sparking him out in 2 rounds. Now, responding to that, when have you known Ryan Garcia to spark anyone out in 2 rounds? Think of a couple. This is what I want you to do, though. I want you to think about the last couple of years. Who is he sparking out in 2 rounds? You got me? Now, you know how these social media streets for these social media champions, they talk, right? The social media streets, they talk. The Twitter streets, that's how we're going to say. So Ryan Garcia, he's focused on these Twitter fingers, right? However, if you look at a couple of pictures of the past Ryan and look at the present Ryan and some pictures in between, then you'll notice that there are a lot of social media allegations. And one of these strong social media allegations is performance enhancement drugs. That's right. So what we're not going to do is we're not going to act as if Ryan Garcia didn't come out of a camp that was guilty of using performance enhancement drugs. People don't talk about that, though. That's weird, but people don't talk about that. You got what I'm saying? They don't talk about the Reynoso camp and, the steroids or, clenbuterol or whatever you want to call it. Man, performance enhancements. That's what I'm going to call it. Since I'm not a specialist, I just know that they said that he had a performance enhancement inside of his body. That's what they say. I'll believe it. He didn't say, hey, I didn't have it inside of my body. He said that, hey, I ate some steak, and because I ate the steak and there's a lot of clenbuterol in the steak, or causes whatever the reason is or whatever excuse for that performance enhancement that was found in that Reynoso camp, they gave the excuse. And then I think the WBC, they raised the clenbuterol levels so that next time that wouldn't be a problem. I'm telling you, that's amazing that they did that. But hey, no worries. But like I said, it's not surprising that when you come out of a camp that's been using performance enhancements, then you're getting the allegations of performance enhancements. Now, maybe it's true. Maybe it's not true. I don't work at VADA and USADA and all these other individual ADAs that do all this testing. But what I will say is that, hey, birds of a feather, they flock together. You got what I'm saying? even if that social media bird by the name of Ryan Garcia is no longer with the Reynoso birds. You got what I'm saying? So maybe it's true. Maybe it's not true. Let me know what you think in the comments, but I'm going to respond again. But when I look at this, he says, fuck the tune up. So, of course, he's going to say F the tune up. Now, one thing that I did see online, someone gave another alleged type of theory. And he said that when you are using performance enhancement drugs, what you have to do is after you use it, you have to give it time to cycle out of your system. So one of the reasons why Ryan Garcia is not participating in this exhibition or a tune-up fight before he faced Tank is because he wants to give it time, give these performance enhancement drugs time to cycle out of his system before he faces Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, Gervonta Tank Davis online has already, kind of called him out about that. But, one of the things about this tweet that sounds crazy, he says, I've been thinking about it during the time they were figuring out this fight, and I feel the fans and everyone who supports boxing have seen these tune-ups already. It's time to give the fans what they want. Now, to me, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because if you already know Gervonta Tank Davis is going to fight Hector Garcia, you can call it a tune-up if you want, but Hector Garcia is not a slouch, and he's not going to give it away. He's not going to sit down. You got me? He's not going to sit down. I think this is a very formidable adversary for Gervonta Tank Davis, and it's going to prove something to Hector Garcia and to Gervonta Tank Davis. But this is not a tune-up. Oh, this is just a whatever fight. No, man. You can think that if you want. But one thing that what I would say is Ryan Garcia is saying, oh, forget a tune-up, forget a tune-up. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Fight so that you can be sharper the next time you face Gervonta Tank Davis if you fight Gervonta Tank Davis. Ryan Garcia has a problem. The problem that Ryan Garcia has is that he communicates constantly on social media and he does not fight. And then when it's time to fight, he has mental health issues, so he can't fight. You know what? Oh, he doesn't want any tune-ups anymore, so he can't fight. He can't fight because of this reason. He can't fight because of that reason. Devin Haney was trying to fight Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia, the excuse that he made, he was like, no, I'm going to save Devin Haney for the last. It's like, what? Wait, he always has a reason to not fight. So it really concerns me. And I'm starting to think that, he just does not want to fight certain individuals. And if he pulls out of the fight that he was already supposed to have before facing Gervonta Tank Davis, is he gonna pull out of the fight with Gervonta Tank Davis? And what's crazy is that I just saw on Fight Hype, man, shouts out to Fight Hype, what I'm saying? But I saw them interview Oscar De La Hoya, and Oscar De La Hoya said, hey, contracts are not signed. He was like, but we're going to do what Ryan Garcia wants. You got what I'm saying? And he said, even Oscar De La Hoya said it's not a good idea to not have a fight before you fight Gervonta Tank Davis. He said, but we're going to do what Ryan Garcia wants. So if the contracts are not really signed, but Gervonta saying the contract is signed and he is fighting Ryan, I don't even know what to believe. But what I will say is that, why are you pulling out of fights? Get it together, man. And if you are using performance enhancement drugs, and this is for anybody, why are you doing that? I'm telling you, I keep telling individuals they need to come up with a PED league, a performance enhancement drug boxing league. And then Canelo and Tyson Fury and all these other individuals, Big Baby, all these other individuals who done got popped hot or who has popped hot for a performance enhancement drug need to send them there. Because I'm telling you, when these individuals get caught cheating, I assure you it's not the first time that they've cheated. Reminding you to stay on the grind. You got what I'm saying? This is Power Grind Boxing, courtesy of Power Grind Sports, talking about the biggest names in sports and entertainment. Peace.